By the way, shout out to Ed Markey, big time. Glad he beat Joe Kennedy.
Yeah, that felt good. It's just hilarious that Pelosi endorsed Kennedy and
Yeah, it's great.
they lost. It's great. It's just
Also, what I thought her shtick is that you don't
oh
endorse
yeah, she's full of
insurgents.
shit.
She
Yeah,
should
she's full
get
of
blackmailed now, like the way
yeah.
she did for
Or
AOC.
blacklisted.
No,
Black.
I would actually like her to be blackmailed as well. In fact, it's too bad this
You
video
got
came
access.
out.
Yeah, you got
Well,
access to Nancy Pelosi's nudes.
Well, I have access to her going into a salon. Do you guys want to see her going into the salon?
House Speaker Nancy Pelosi claims she was set up, in her words, by a hair salon in San Francisco. It's a response to this video of Pelosi getting her hair done on Monday with no mask on.
When they said, well, we're able to accommodate people one person at a time and that we can set up that time, I trusted that. As it turns out, it was a setup.
You think it was like a right-wing ploy?
A San Francisco right-wing. I mean, I'm sure they exist, right-wing San Francisco salons. It's kind of funny, the idea that, there are these florists who won't like serve gay weddings.
Yeah.
And it's like, it always amazes me when they're male florists who won't serve gay weddings. I mean, I'm just saying they're already challenging heteronormative norms by being men who are florists.
Well, that's, maybe they're hiding something. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Maybe the thorn, maybe the underneath the rose is a thorn. I don't know what the hell I'm saying.
It's just like one of those kind of like giant gifts to Republicans, that the libs love to do because they like the way they talk about things like wearing a mask and stuff is like so off-putting because it's so lecturing and moralizing and stuff like that. It's like why everyone hates libs. So then when someone like Nancy Pelosi, who is probably the most hated lib in the country outside of Hillary, when she does something like that, it's just like it's just like a gift.
Right.
Just like her endorsement of Joe Kennedy was just a huge gift to Markey.
Yeah. The
Markey race is kind of indicative of a lot in that, like every single Democrat outside of like Bernie in my lifetime, whenever he or she is attacked from the right, their instinct is to move right. Like, I mean, we're seeing Joe Biden do that right now in real time. Like he's attacked from the right and then his instinct is to just go more right. I remember John Kerry in 2004, when there was just widespread disgust at the war in Iraq, his response was to just try to outflank Bush on the right on Iraq. And it just never works. And Markey, what he did, and Markey's just like a kind of a standard progressive-ish Dem. But when he's attacked from the right, he moves left pretty dramatically, right? I mean, he just goes like, no, I'm with all these young people who support. I may have done all these bad things in the past, but I am going to be unabashedly for Green New Deal, Medicare for all that stuff. Yeah. And he wins, and he actually mobilizes a base, which is all what presidential elections are these days, is mobilizing the base. Like it was true in the kind of conventional wisdom back in the day, somewhat like in the 1960s and stuff, that you won elections kind of in the middle. That's just like sort of true. But these days, elections in the middle is just death, and we've seen candidate after candidate just fall on his face by moving to the middle, whether it was, Mitt Romney, Hillary Clinton, John Kerry, like the sort of centrist option always falls on his face. Whereas the riskier, quote unquote, riskier options like Trump, Obama, they are the ones that win. The Markey thing should be a lesson for Dems, but they're not going to take it. It should be a lesson for Joe Biden, and he's not going to take it. But you're going to keep moving to the right, which is going to continue to narrow the polls. And he may win in a squeaker.
Right? Yeah.